Okay. Think I'm live? Oh, yeah, I am live. Okay, shit. My bad. Hi. Yeah, I should probably mute my fucking iPhone, shouldn't I? Alright, I can't see chat. YouTube streaming is so gay, dude. I am so tired of this. I can't see chat. Anyways, we have the Steam controller coming in. Well, not coming in, it's here. And it's not queer. Even though it looks a little mysterious. Oh, wait, there's chat. Okay, thank God. What's good, guys? Finally, fucking stream popped up. YouTube streaming services are terrible. Anyways, new Steam controller. Wanted to stream and do some things with you guys. We're going to go a little bit into Steam input today. But I'm going to save a lot for my review because my review is going to end up being at least 20-25 minutes long. There's a lot to do. First off, it's beautiful. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of grown on me. I kind of started liking the way it looked about 10 minutes in because I touched the trackpads, and I'll show you guys. The trackpads do a bunch of fun shit. The haptics work well. Also, listen to this. Hear that? Look at that shit. All right, it's starting to fuck with things on my PC, but you know, you get it. Controller captain speaking. I am not the controller captain. We have a controller captain. It's not me. I'm the what do we call me? I don't really know what we call me, to be 100% honest. Anyways, take a listen to this. That's the touchpad. I'm wondering if it's popping up. I hope the microphone can capture it. They have little haptic taps, and it feels like, dude, I don't even know. I've never felt anything like this. Heard people bitching that Game Pass doesn't recognize the controller. Can you just add the Xbox app as a non-Steam game to get around that issue? I'm going to test that today. So I've tested Epic Games, and it works with Epic Games. I've tested some pirated games, and it works there. But one thing I have tried that it doesn't work on is Battle.net. There's a really complicated way to get Steam set up with Battle.net that does work, but I'm not 100% sure about that workaround. I'm still working on it. There's still a lot to be done. The controller, I will say this up front. The controller is great, but it requires a nerd. Like, you can't really use this controller. I mean, you can use it as a normal controller, but to really get the full usability out of it, you have to sit there and tinker with it for a long time. You have to tinker with Steam. You have to tinker with apps and games and trying to get them to load. I had to add my response time testing, the Prometheus 82 app. I had to add that to Steam in order for Steam to recognize the controller as a controller. Because without Steam input, the controller just kind of works as a mouse and keyboard. It's very weird. You absolutely need Steam in order for it to work. And you need to find a way to get Steam input to work in order for the controller to be usable. This is going to be Tinker's dream? Yes. Yes, it is. Hello, all. Hi, Jack. How you doing? Yeah, I'm super late on the stream today because I got the video out late. And everything's late, by the way, today. It's just, oh, man, it's been hell. Oh, man, it's been hell. The Steam controller arrived, and I spent like 16 hours with it. And I don't know, I couldn't set it down. And I was in the middle of working on the G7 Pro 8K video. But I really wanted to get some stuff done for this. That way when I was done working on the G7 Pro 8K video, I didn't just have a mountain of work to get done when I was done with the 8K video. I wanted to get some stuff done beforehand, but that kind of got out of hand. And yeah, the controller is, there's so much. There's so much. I do have an input for, in a minute, I might show you guys Steam input if you guys want to see anything in particular, because there's a lot you can do. The gyro has like a million settings. I still haven't fully figured out the gyro or the touchpads. I never got to say this to you directly, but I used to be Gamer Hammond's Discord mod. I always hoped that the collab between you two would happen. To be 100% honest, man, I've kind of moved on from the idea of collabs, at least for now. I'm really focused on trying to get the channel into a space where I can truly just do this full time. And it's shitty as it sounds, I'm not too focused on making friends. Every YouTuber I've ever watched clicks up with somebody, and it's not for me. It's not for me. I ordered the Vader 5 Pro after I reserved the Steam controller, and I'm going to return the Vader if it's the janky version. Go right ahead, man. I wouldn't blame you. A lot of people have. The Vader 5 Pro is... I've heard that a lot of people have been getting them from Amazon, the V2 version. So maybe give that a shot? I don't know. Can I be your friend? Why not? Why not? I was just aspiring to see an LTT plug in a few years. No. No. Okay. I'll collab with somebody if I absolutely love their content. Maybe. And it'd be unlikely that they'd end up being a tech YouTuber, because I don't really watch tech YouTubers anymore. I only watch tech YouTubers on very rare occasion when I feel like I absolutely kind of need to. Can't wait for the Tarantula Pro for Xbox. Yeah, that's going to be out in June. And I think it's going to be out in June alongside the 8K model. And then I think the Ultra comes later. I think that's how the release order for the Tarantulas work. But yeah. When the 8K Tarantula and the Easy SMX Dune launch, I'm going to do a video where I compare all 8K controllers. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. What games have you played with the Steam controller? I have played some aim labs with the touchpads and the gyro, and I'm happy to report that the gyro is pretty good. The touchpads are really interesting, and I think the touchpads... So what I think you would use the touchpads for in like a competitive sense is you would use your thumbsticks for quick flick actions, and you would use the touchpad for more slow tracking actions, because they're very good with like small movements if you have it set up properly. It takes so much tinkering to get this controller into a position where you can use it and it's comfortable and it just fucking works. It's really annoying sometimes. Like, it's really annoying. But, and then I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people have talked to me about Steam Input, and they've said that Steam Input's the way. Steam Input is incredibly complicated with this controller. There is so much you can do. It is overwhelming, and it will be overwhelming to a lot of nerds. But I do anticipate that on Reddit, you will end up seeing people who have custom configs that you can download that are going to be absolutely insane and that allow you to do crazy things. This controller, so for instance, this is really simple, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know this, right? The thumbsticks have capacitive touch. So when you rest your thumbstick, or you rest your thumb on the thumbstick, you can activate gyro, or if you want, you can have the It's not scratched, is it? No. Okay. What was I saying? Grip sense. 7 years of bad luck activated. Live durability test. Fuck you guys. This is... Dude, you know how many of my controllers have fucked up handles? Because I drop them on this hard-ass floor, and they get, like, these crazy dings and dents in the back of them. Oh, man. I've screwed up so many shots because I've gone to get a shot with the controller and dropped it. But if you want, the grips right here at the edges have capacitive touch in them too. So if you want, when you drop the controller, you can have it automatically pause or disable something or whatever. I'm not quite sure what else you would use those things for, aside from gyro and pause. I don't know. But yeah, I'm loving the grip sense. That makes the gyro really easy to use. Really easy to use. Instead of having a button that activates it, you just touch it. Dude, it's so dreamy. Ooh. I was answering the question of what games I had played with the Steam controller in. My mistake. I've played a lot. Yeah, I've played Aim Labs. I've played some BeamNG. I have tried to play Call of Duty, but it didn't work. I have played a little bit of Fortnite. I couldn't get Battle.net Call of Duty to work, so I'm going to buy PC Game Pass, and I'm going to get Black Ops 7 today, and then I'm going to try to get Steam Input to work with that so I can use it on Black Ops 7, because what ideally I want to do is I want to test it on Fortnite, Call of Duty. I want to test it on Ghost of Tsushima and Arkham Knight, because they're story-based games that have not the most insanely complicated move sets, but you could use the controller for those games and it would make sense. So I think I'm going to try those. Plus, Arkham Knight has wheels, so I can try out the weapon wheel thing. There's a lot. There's a ton. Open map and inventory and stuff. Yes. If the only option Father gave would have been able to ship the controller with, if the touchpads had only 2 settings, wouldn't it work with most? It probably wouldn't work with most people. Yeah, that's why the original Steam controller didn't work. The original Steam controller didn't work because it didn't have normal buttons and normal thumbsticks, and it was just touchy. It's weird. First Steam controller drop test on YouTube. Hey man, it did well. It didn't scratch. It didn't ding. It's a bit dirty because I've been using the hell out of it whenever I'm not working on my video, but it's a trooper, and I'm not gonna lie, I have been having the most fun. I have very rarely felt like powerful towards a product where I'm like, this is something I truly like. It's not something that I like because it serves a purpose. Like the G7 Pro 8K serves a really good purpose, and that's why I like it. This, it's not that so much that it's functional and it serves a functional purpose, and that's why I like it. I just like it. It's experimental. It's very comfortable. You would not anticipate it being comfortable, but I'm gonna have to set this down. Your fingers rest exactly where they need to. So it's actually perfect. The controller is, ooh, it's so good. Dude, they have skins on Amazon for it already. I wouldn't doubt it. It's easy to take apart. I mean, I've seen the teardowns, but I haven't done my teardown yet because I haven't had time. Would you guys like to see a teardown live? I could do that. I mean, we're right here. D-Brand has skins? Hell yeah. Need to try to go look at TT Max. I get so many comments about the TT Max. People really want the TT Max. I'll definitely have to take a look. See, I have the TT Max and the TT Pro sitting right over there. There's a program called SISR to make the controller work on Battle.net and COD. I did hear about SISR. I'm going to try that. Why not? Also, is that a Lego mic? It is. But unfortunately, because we're going to do a teardown, I am going to have to put this mic on me. Do I put it on the jacket? Is it too heavy for the jacket? Sorry, guys. Sorry if if it sounds terrible. Sorry. All right, I gotta go get some things because we're doing a teardown. Screwdrivers and things. Forgive me if any of this ends up being jank. I have never done anything live. I don't do live like that. Sorry. But yeah, we're gonna tear this thing apart. And we're gonna see what's good. All right. I can't see inside of here. Hold on. I think these are Phillips head screws? Nope, they're the Torx bit things. That's fine. So it's put together like an Xbox controller where it has like the 6-headed screws. So you need the 6-headed, I'm just dumping these out, fuck it. You need the 6-headed screwdriver. The controller is on. Sorry. How do you find the puck? What do you mean, how do you find the puck? The puck's, it comes in the box. Do you mean like, I don't know. If there's a way to find the controller chirps. I don't know how to, don't turn on. Oh, these screws are tight. Jesus. All right. Sorry, French expression. How is the puck? The puck is the best way to have the controller connected. It's very easy. It's very simple. Everything functions as it should. It's very quick to connect. It doesn't leave you stranded. I absolutely love the puck. Bluetooth works, but to get into Bluetooth mode, you have to put in a button combination. I think it's Steam, right bumper, and B. Yeah, it's Steam, right bumper, and B. I was told that by a guy in the comments the other day. He was a lifesaver. I was able to do Bluetooth testing because of that guy. I'll definitely shout him out in my video. This will be my replacement for the 8-bit to Ultimate. That's one fucking hell of a thing. Do you think the 250 hertz makes you worse? Go check Gamepadla. I already have testing up for response time, and I have a thumbstick test done. Is that screw already out? Dude, these fucking screws are so deep in here. I can't see anything. Do you have a PS2 cover on your GPU? Yes, that's a PS2 fat. That is a PS2 fat shell that I dremeled to bits, and then I basically just cut a spot for my GPU in there, cut holes for the fans. I took my GPU shroud off. Yes, I super glued the fans in because I didn't want to fucking drill more holes because I was sick and tired of using the Dremel, getting microplastics everywhere. And then, yeah, I have a couple of Legos in there to help keep it together. It's bitching. I saw it in a meme a while ago, and I was like, I need to make that. And I spent $40 on a broken PS2 fat, which was a lot of money, but I needed the buttons. If you get a PS2 fat shell, you don't get the disc tray. So I can't have the disc tray thing with the little rotating Sony logo, and you don't get the buttons if you just get a shell. I wanted all of that. So I bought a broken one and just put my graphics card in there. It runs about 5 degrees hotter, but that doesn't really matter much because it already ran at 77 degrees before that. So now it just runs at its max temperature. There's not really much gauging how bad it is for temperatures. It's just not good. But it works. When the GPU is below 91%, these screws are starting to piss me off. When it's below 91% utilization, my GPU runs at like 70 degrees. It's fine. But once it hits 100%, it goes to 83 immediately. It's not very happy. But it wasn't happy before, so it's fine. It's going to be fine. I know you guys are probably freaking, or some PC nerds are freaking out. Like, it's not going to be fine. No, it'll be fine. Trust me. It's been fine. These screws are long. and very complicated. I heard someone say I'm going to break this. I'm not going to break this. What GPU is it? It is an RTX 3070 KO. I have a joke about that in my video. I think it goes something like, I don't know. I'm broke. Get off my dick. I think that's actually how the joke goes. Dude, I'm so excited for that video. It's going to be so fucking funny. You guys have no idea. The PS2 GPU video is going to be so fucking good. I have a wonderful script written for it. Okay. And yes, I am doing this bare knuckle, just going to sort the screws out instead of having them on the magnet thing. Because fuck it, we ball. There's one screw with a little bit of thread left in it. You slut. Holy shit. Holy shit. The board is black and gold. The board is black and gold. Look at this. It's so sexy. The battery is massive. We have a... Tell me how big it is, you stupid bitch. 2,178 milliamp hours. This is fucking huge. It also has haptic motors, as we could see. Big ass haptic motors. And the capacitive touch sensors are... where? Oh, they're right there. Yes. Capacitive touch sensors are... these little things. I'm so bad at this streaming shit. They're these little like things right here, it looks like. Does the battery slot in like an old flip phone? Yes, it does. I think it's glued in. Son of a bitch. Why did you do that? They probably just expect you to replace the battery as a whole unit though when you get replacements. Okay, there's a lot of screws in here. I don't know. I'm gonna try. Oh, that's why my trigger fucking sounds like that. These triggers have springs in them. What the? These triggers have like springs in the wrong place. What the fuck is that? Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can show this on camera. You see that spring in there? That's the trigger. That's why my trigger sounds like shit. My trigger, is it? Yeah, it's this one. Hold on. Fucking microphone is all fucked up. I'm gonna put my microphone on my shirt. Sorry guys, sorry guys, sorry guys, sorry guys. Alright. Yay. Alright. So that's interesting. We haven't even really taken the controller apart. We already got that far. That's massive. I didn't know if the haptic rumbles were gonna be big. They don't feel that big. But they're rather interesting. So let's see. Let's where do we go next? We're gonna go to the battery because that's on top of everything. Always go one layer at a time. Don't just get screws, or don't just take screws out willy-nilly. And then if you have a good memory, try your best to remember where the fuck you put those goddamn screws, because sometimes screws are a little, sometimes they have longer threads but look similar, and they can cause damage to components if you put them in the wrong place. Valve, with your with your Torx screws. I'm not doing this. Can you please? I'm tossing up between the Vader 5 Pro V2 and the Steam controller. I use an Xbox Elite 2 and I'm used to that shape features. I like the Vader, but Steam has cool features too. Can't wait for the test. Steam does good with the test, man. It does better than the Elite Series 2, and I'm not gonna lie. I love the Vader 5 Pro V2. This is my new main. This is definitely my new main. All right, I can keep the screws inside the battery. The battery pops right. What? What's it connected to? Oh, it's connected to the fucking PCB. Dude, the battery connects like an actual battery to these little like connectors. Every single battery for a controller is connected by these stupid, shitty little fucking cables that you can't even see. Wait, there they are. They're connected by these shitty little cables, and it's just the worst. All right, so that's got its screws. Now we have 3 ribbon cables. I'm not good with ribbon cables. I think... Yes, these are for the trackpads. Void Genesis is pretty impressive. Got a Firebird on the way as well as a Hyper Strike. I am interested in the Void controllers, but I am currently very, very, very fucking busy. All right, we're going to take out the haptic motors, and then we're going to try to see if we can get this board out of here and see if we can see... Actually, no, we can take this board right out of here right now, actually. Oh, no. Oh, no, it's the uncomfortable fucking... It's the uncomfortable ribbon cables. The ones that don't have, like, a clip that folds out. Those are unreliable, but they're easier to deal with. And then the haptic motors fucking things are tiny. Why are they so tiny? So the problem I'm having is this. I want to get this board out because I want to see these thumbsticks. These haptic motors are going to have to come out with it, I think, because they have these little connectors. But the connectors are about... You can't even fucking see it on camera. Oh, wait, there's one. The connector is like the size of a grain of sand. You can't even... Dude, I can't pull that out. I'm going to break it if I pull it out. Or I'm going to pop these cables out, and then I'm not going to have the fucking rumbles anymore. I thought they said that you could take this thing apart. This is ridiculous. Why are those cables so thin? Okay, that was scary. Ah, fuck me, dude. They are supposed to come out, but they come out like every fucking thing in a controller comes out. Really scarily, like it feels like it's gonna break. For everyone telling me not to do this, I don't care if I break my elbow doing this. Because I most definitely will. Dude, this is so scary. These ribbon cables don't want to move. I'm going to have to pull the board out and then pull the ribbon cable out afterward. That's going to suck. Dude, Valve has a valve specifically for fucking... God damn it. Valve has a valve for fucking... putting these screws in. Yo! Andres Rodriguez with the $5. You are brave to do this. I appreciate you. Thank you for the donation, man. You're a legend. You're helping me get some money back on this fucking controller. I spent what? It was like I was prepared to spend extra money to get it shipped faster if I needed to. I see the nervousness. Stay still in the mind. You got this. Oh, I'm fine. Dude, I took apart a Razer controller one time that literally had a plastic piece mounted in between the thumbsticks and the board so you couldn't fully take the controller apart. I torched an X-Acto and melted through the plastic so I could fit it around the thumbstick and take it apart. I'm a fucking G with this goddamn teardown shit. I'm not scared. But what I am scared of is that I'm gonna strip one of these fucking screws one of these times because these screws are so tight. Like I said, they got a valve specifically to put these fucking screws in. It's that big red one in the office. Dude, I love this thing so much. I'm actually super surprised to have a piece of Valve hardware in my room right now. I never, before the Steam Deck, I never really expected Valve to be a player like that. I just expected them to keep doing their thing. I thought they would be comfortable. But they're not like Xbox, where they get comfortable, and then they're like, this is fine. It seems like they keep wanting to experiment, motherfucker. And they keep wanting to put screws in their controllers with fucking Loctite or something. We are one screw away from being able to get this board out. Okay. I could feel it. Oh, son of a... I thought the thumbsticks were going to stop me. Yes, 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 yes! All right. Hold on. Okay. Oh, God, ribbon cable scare the shit out of me, dude. Holy shit! X-Man Bun X with the $20. You're killing it, man. Your G7 Pro 8K Aim Labs had me laughing. Thank you so much, dude. Seriously. I'm really happy you guys enjoyed that video. That video was... Dude, I was fucking terrified to drop that video. I'm terrified to drop every video I drop. That's what I tell people. Like, people are like, how do you do this stuff? And I'm like, I truly just don't know. I do it. But I'm terrified every time I do it. You know how steaming, fucking sweating, like hot I was before I started this stream? It's craziness. But I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the support. Seriously, you guys are fucking G's. Have you had problems with the FlyDG software recently? Mine is acting weird. Sometimes it does act weird. Hey! Is that the case over logo? Why are my thumbsticks beat up? You guys, hold on. You probably can't see it because the iPhone won't focus, but my thumbstick is like half melted. What the fuck? Why does it look like that? It has a KS logo on it. Is that case over? Are these the JS 13 Pros? I think. I'm assuming because they're full size. They're full size TMR sticks. I don't want to take the caps off because I don't know how the capacitive touch works. I think it's it's integrated into the cap. You can see with this little cable, the capacitive touch is integrated into the thumbstick cap. So it moves around with it. Look at that. Holy shit! Another $20 from Uber Wootage. $20 because you call out shit when it's shit, unlike most YouTubers. Thank you so much, dude. You guys are fucking crazy. Like, you guys have no idea how much I really, truly appreciate the support. Fucking shit's been insane recently, dude. I came back and I expected this to be a long journey to be able to, like, regain your guys' trust and support. But you guys came back out and I really appreciate it. So, speaking of calling things out, my thumbsticks look a little mucky. I don't quite know what that is. It scares me. It looks like they were kind of like... It looks like... You want to know what it is? I know exactly what the fuck happened. These are like handmade. And someone who was soldering my fucking controller together accidentally tapped their solder twice on both of my thumbsticks. And then didn't fucking toss that shit in the bin. Why the fuck? I mean, I suppose it's not a big deal because it's just cosmetic, but like that doesn't, that says a lot. I don't like that. And that's really pissing me off. These are confirmed as JS 13 Pros, so pretty solid. Hell yeah. I love them. They have a resolution of around 500. Or no, 600 from my testing. I have testing on Gamepadla if you're interested. 600 resolution, I believe it was around 50 or 60% tremor and around 90% linearity. The thumbsticks feel great. For a first-party controller, I think these are the best first-party thumbsticks in terms of resolution. I don't know about all the really complex stick shit, to be 100% honest with you guys. Like axial and radial and like, I still have problems figuring shit like that out. So I don't quite know how I would test these in order to be able to figure out more about them, but I could fucking figure it out. I figured it out before. I need a method to test touchpads if you guys have anything, because I need to test the touchpads for this thing, which the touchpads in here, I know they come right out. There are additional 10 screws to pull the touchpads and the rumble motors out. I'm not going to do that because I have to do a full teardown for this thing for my review anyways. I really just wanted to do this to get this out of the way and see what I could learn on the stream. I'm probably going to go back and rewatch all this when I'm done, but yeah. It looks like we are, choose your fingers, works 100%, yeah. How about that one? Do it. Fucking. There's nothing like, oh no, I can't right now. These ribbons are scaring the shit out of me. I'm gonna put this back together. I've gotten far enough, as you guys can see. There's this little motherboard for the touchpads. Underneath the touchpads come out individually as a unit, and they ribbon cable into this board, which screws in to these 4 brackets here, and then there's 2 other brackets hidden underneath the rumble motors. So the HD rumble motors got to come out. Ooh. Come on, you got this. Tear it down. All right, you know what? 12 extra screws. It's not that big of a deal. Fine. I will get it apart. Yeah, sometimes I bail on these fucking teardowns, man. I don't feel entirely comfortable with these fucking ribbon cables, but I'm going to try it because I got one of them, so I should be able to get these other ones. All right. Oh, shit. Fucking hold on. So we got main board, back plate, capacitive touch, got a few screws. We got all of the screws left in the battery, which is bitchin'. I can't believe how big that battery is. Just want to make sure I have everything sorted before I continue tearing this down. Immediately breaks it. Dude, if I break this bitch, I'm going to be so fucking mad. Because I came out of my own pocket for this and I have to buy another one, and they won't let me buy another one of these. There's not even an option on the Steam page for me to buy another one because I already bought one. They were like, no, you already got one. How greedy, man. Are you fucking shitting me? Steam, why did you do that? The rumbles... The rumbles attach to the entire interior plastic piece. So you have to remove all the screws on the interior plastic piece to remove the interior shell, basically. To get to... Fucking God. Hey, Kuda, do you have any retro handhelds? Not really. I have a couple, but I don't have any I use. I have like, I have an original Xbox controller. Really, honestly, I don't really have, we had a storage issue when I was younger, if you know what I mean. For those, I don't know if it's a Midwest issue or what, but storage in like the Midwest United States likes to steal your shit. So I had my Wii, my PS2, my original Xbox, my PSP, my DSi XL, my everything in storage, aside from my Xbox One, and it got taken illegally, unfortunately. So I don't have any more of my classic gamepads, which is very sad. But especially from my childhood and shit, that would be very nice to have those, but it happens. I have a Steam controller too, so I don't give a fuck. No, I give a fuck. I kind of wish I had my old fucking Xbox controllers. Are the sticks better than G7 Pro 8K? From what I found online, they seem to be the same. The Steam controller... Oh, wait, no. On the G7 Pro 8K versus the G7, or the G7 Pro 8K versus the Steam controller? Don't bother taking the mid-frame out. The motors are glued to... I'm going to try. Might be right about that one. Shit, fuck. I was told this was going to be easy. Told exclusively that this is going to be a simple teardown. I have taken out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I have like 8 to go. I don't know. Oh, there's another screw in the center hidden underneath. Valve, we are making a repairable controller. I swear to God. I swear to God. Rainbow 3 is fantastic. Capacitive sticks are in their infancy. Very high ceiling, barely scratching the surface with this tech. I believe so too. I believe that, you know, Hall effect and TMR and capacitive sticks, like, I mean, Hall effect sticks only came around about 5 years ago. And now we're already on, like, capacitive sticks and people are, like, Hall effects are shit. And now they're like, capacitives are great and TMRs are shit. And I'm like, things are going fast, but all of these technologies are actually continuing to improve. At least in the controller world. Leadjoy Xeno Plus, one of the most impressive launches this year. Had a lot of requests for it. I have an offer from Leadjoy for the Xeno Plus, but I'm busy right now. Unfortunately, I am doing Steam. I am doing everything else. I think there are other screws that I can't get to. Is that a fucking screw I can't get to? Valve, you said this was... Valve. I am putting this back together. This is starting to really frustrate me. I can't... There's a screw underneath the trigger I can't get to. There's 2 of them. There's a screw underneath the trigger right here, and I can't get to it because the fucking space is like that. It won't fucking go in. Who said this was a repairable controller? This is a bunch of gay. Like, it's not the worst teardown I've done. I'm pretty sure if I really sat here for like a while and really hammered away at it, I could probably get it done, but like, I don't know how to... The trigger's got to come out, obviously, then. Oh, no. What's that? Oh, no. What the fuck is this rubber piece? Oh, it goes... Oh, shit. Yeah, I think the triggers slide off or something, but they don't. Oh, the bumpers! Oh, the bumpers can't come off without the triggers coming off. Just unscrew it. This is repairable. Ever taken apart a DualSense or Xbox controller? Sir, taking apart a DualSense Edge is far easier than this. I've taken apart a DualSense Edge. Not a DualSense, a DualSense Edge. It looks terrifying, but there are like 8 screws. It's not that bad. This looks easy and is weird. Because all the screws are visible, aside from 2. And I can't figure out, because the bumpers, if I can get the bumpers off, I can probably get to them. But I can't get the bumpers off because the triggers are there. But I can't get the triggers off because the triggers are connected to this This like fucking one guy said, the mid frame. But I can't remove that because the screws are hidden underneath the trigger. So I'm lost as to how I'm supposed to. I only watched part of those teardowns. I didn't watch all of those teardown videos. Let me think. Let me think. It would be great if they just had an access point. But they don't. Gotta remove the pin. You know, I'm gonna fucking, with all this goddamn bullshit in the chat, I'm gonna come over there if you guys don't quit. Are there holes in the triggers? No. That's what I was just saying. I was like, it would be nice if there was some type of like weird access. Oh, I just thought I saw one. Motherfucker. Master of None 88 with the 5 Vikuda for the win. Thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate it. I got this. I'm confident. I'm not rapidly losing confidence in the idea that this might be repairable, because how the fuck do you take that fucking screw out? Let me see. Yeah, no, I don't know. Is there a screw under the trigger if you press it in? No. And the bumpers won't come out if I press the triggers in, so I can't do that. The triggers won't come out this way. I can't remove this last little board because there are screws right here. I can't show it. There are 4 screws right here, but then there are 2 screws under the rumble motors. But the rumble motors are attached to the mid frame. The mid frame is stuck by 2 screws right here and right here. And I can't get to those screws because the triggers are in the way. I don't know how the fuck people took this apart. I'm truly lost for words. Just look at the iFixit guide, to be honest. It's not a bad idea. I can't actually look at the iFixit guide right now because I have the stream set up and I have the chat set up here and I have fucking OBS up here and well shit, fucking my phone's over there. Trigger pins, you pull them, I think. Legend. Oh, that is how you take it apart. All right, I'm gonna pull one of these. Someone said pull the pin. To that guy, I sincerely apologize. I thought he was being like, pull the pin, like it was a fucking grenade and fucking with me. My bad. Now, real quick, because that seems like a rather obtuse way of doing things, I'm going to try to put this back in just to make sure I can, because I don't want to take the rest of this apart if I can barely get these back together. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're greasy. Fuck. Okay, so they're going to be squeaky now. Yep. Okay. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure I could put those pins back in. That way, we love greasy pulls. Yeah. Valve made literal grenade triggers. You pull a pin and it grenades. Just explodes. Fucking had to get away from it this time. Fucking last time went pop. All right. Okay, this is wonderful. You're trying to pull greasy pins out of a small hole. Ooh, Strickland versus Chimaev is on right now. Yo, guys, let me know who won Strickland versus Chimaev if we're live while they fight. All right? I know one of you knows what the fuck I'm talking about and who I'm talking about. Don't let go of the trigger. It will eject and you may lose the spring. Thank you. A little late, but thank you. We still got a few before that fight. All right, motherfucker. God damn, the fights are always so late, man. They start at like 5, but they don't ever get going until like 11. Do you have a Discord, or are you in any of the roller Discords? I have a Discord. The main card has started. I appreciate it, guys. I'm not going to be watching the card. I'm not going to leave you guys. But now we can get to these screws. Which means, you know, I always imagined that you needed to be super big to have a stream like this. Like, have a stream where, like, you can actually talk to people and ask people questions, and occasionally they'll be like, this is how you do this. Like, I truly appreciate you guys. You guys have helped me out with this. This is fucking huge. Being able to fully get this part for the review. Figured it out in real time. I appreciate you guys. All right, now I'm feeling everything loosen up. There's still one more screw because it's hidden in there because everything is black. At least you had a dad. I had a stepfather from the time I was 6 to the time I was 12. And then I had a father figure from the time I was 13. I had a dad-ish. Yeah. Don't mean I ain't any better mannered. I mean, still a bit of an asshole. Anyways, so we have obviously membrane pads for the buttons. No clickies. People were really pissed about that. Shut up. The triggers do that for some reason. The buttons for the triggers are integrated here? Oh yeah, they are. It's the membrane part of them. Then we got the full rumble motors that we can see now, fully exposed. They're actually quite small. They just have big plastics. These actually aren't that big. That's why they don't feel that insane, because they actually aren't that big. Wait a minute. Theirs aren't that big, but these are good because I feel vibrations in the triggers, but there's no vibration motors in the triggers. There's nothing there. Is there? Wait a minute. These open up. These triggers are huge pieces of plastic. They might have something in them. I don't think so, though. I think they're just a piece of plastic with a magnet for the Hall effect. Yeah, I don't think there's any rumbles in these triggers. That's cool, though, because it feels like there is. It feels just like there is. What? Am I drunk? Huh. I think Valve is going to be selling whole mid-frames. I think so as well. I think because they said they want to do the iFixit thing. They're going to partner with iFixit, and I expect them to sell most of the parts for this thing. Very excited. Media server account. Thank you for the $5. Media server account. I know exactly who that is. That's you guys did a great job of hiding it. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Goated username. Exactly. It's also a very I just know exactly who that is. That's hilarious. I didn't know you guys were watching. Hello. I've torn apart my beautiful controller, and now it's strewn all about the desk every fucking where. Last thing we got is the 4 screws keeping the track pads in for each. I have to take both of them out. Shit. Oh, fuck. No. No. That's not allowed. I'm not allowed to not have that fucking screw bit. There's a Torx bit here, but it's tiny. I don't know if I have it. It's fucking puny, man. Where's... No! No! No, 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 no! I've never had that problem once in my entire life. I've always been able to take a controller apart with these screwdrivers. No! It's too big! I have... No. Why do you use different size screws for the fucking touchpads? Valve! Again! Please! Help! It's okay, it happens to every guy, not to me, you fucker. You fucker. I'm gonna cry. It does not have a dot in the center. It's tiny. It's too tiny for my... Yes. Oh, wait. Thank you so much. A media server account has come through. Oh my God, seriously. I just got a delivery. Boys, we live. We are in fact live. GGC and Extreme V, try knife, I don't know. I shall. I shall try a knife to my pristine controller. Thank you for the 5 though. I appreciate you, man, seriously. And I'll see you in the next one, man. We'll have a Steam controller review will be out soon. Steam controller review will be out very soon. Working on it as we speak right now. In-house tech support is fucking G, dude. I'm gonna make you a moderator, by the way, Mom and Brian. Add as moderator. Standard moderator. I've made the media server account a moderator. Do not abuse your fucking power. If you ban anyone from the chat, I am going to be extremely pissed. Don't do that. Woo woo. The patent for trigger rumble only applies to the US because, of course. Love it here. Actually, hold on. No. Fucking buttons went everywhere. Oh my God, you stupid whore. You whore. Big shout out, Mom and Bri. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you guys. Smooth. You know what? You're a problem. You're a problem in this chat, all right? Just don't call me smooth, fucking dropping things, sir. This is ridiculous. I can't believe they have these teensy tiny little screws for this touchpad. That's the most annoying thing ever. All I wanted to do was make sure I wasn't scratching the faceplate of my beautiful new controller that's going to be in my review here soon. So I got to make sure it looks pretty. Still waiting with the game store with 4 back buttons. Do I need to ban him? No. No banning anyone. Anyone. Everyone here is doing fine. Need more of these types of live streams? I actually agree. I would love to do more teardowns and fun shit. Like, I would also do some, I'd love to do some gaming. That would be fun. I don't know why I'm not fucking doing this over here so it's more on camera. My bad, guys. You guys should have said something. God, I don't like this. I should put a microfiber underneath this. I don't like pressing the faceplate against the fucking desk because, I don't want to scratch it because it is pretty. And the black plastics are going to scratch very easily. So dirty microfiber that will never get clean again because this is permanently dirty for whatever reason. The original owner of haptic triggers got sold to a company called Immersion, and they're just hoarding patents now. How fucking fun is that, by the way? I love when that happens. That is my favorite thing in the world. When someone makes something cool and then decides absolutely no one gets access to it, and we're not gonna do cool shit with it either. Like, if you're gonna have a patent, at least be like the big Mamu around here, man. Fucking turn it into something. Crusty microfiber, very crusty microfiber. Well, not crusty, it's still soft, it's just fucking dirty. We have now officially torn apart the Steam controller. There's 2 more screws left. Latency results yet? Yeah, they're on Game Padlet, man. Go check them out. I've uploaded those the day I got the controller, or the day after I got the controller, I believe. G7 Pro 8, or good G7 Pro 8K video, thank you. Now I'm going to be contemplating if Steam controller for my living room PC because of the touchpads, or get the G7 Pro 8K and continue using a mouse to navigate Windows. You can use this as a controller and a mouse to navigate Windows. You could use it as a normal controller with the buttons and the thumbsticks, and then you can use the touchpads as a mouse. I use that in BeamNG. Because it's easier to navigate things with the mouse than it is with anything else. Also, Steam Link. I still have to test if the controller connects to Bluetooth via like my iPhone or an Android, but I think it can. I think I read in the manual something about Steam Link. I think it can. I don't know, but I tried Steam Link with Batman Arkham Knight the other day, and I had like the most fun with it. What do you think of Gamer Nexus latency test method? I didn't look at it. I saw that Gamers Nexus, I scrolled through that video, saw that they did latency test, and I didn't watch it. Because I was so disheartened, to be honest. Because I just didn't know, I thought that was one of the big things for me, is I thought I was like, okay, I'll get the Steam controller, I'll be the first to latency test it. And that didn't end up fucking happening. Because all these fucking big reviewers get these controllers early. And I'm not gonna lie, part of me is pissed about it. Because when big reviewers get controllers early, and I even think about it with myself when I get controllers early, it removes impressions from people who are smaller who have to get the controller later because they didn't get sent the controller early by the company. So it makes it harder for smaller creators to grow because those people who really don't have the opportunity to get these things have to review them way after everybody else. But then I've also thought, at the same time, I really, like, if I'm in those positions, if Valve offered me a Steam controller, wouldn't I take it? Like, I don't know. I still have a lot of, like, moral things to kind of deal with the whole YouTube thing. You think I'm gonna go to GN for a controller review? No thanks. Yeah, but they're really good at doing reviews. That's the problem. Is like, if they wanted to start doing controller reviews, they could crush me any day of the week. They have a team of people. There's nothing I could do against that. That's why I was so disheartened about the Steam controller, but it's a Steam controller. They're not gonna fucking review the G7 Pro Ultra. And if they do, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. Anyways, this teardown's done. I'm only gonna take out one of these touchpads. We got our capacitive touch gyro awesomeness touchpads, which go in a certain direction, so I have to keep that in mind when I mount them. They have a little metal mounting plate, and then I believe the capacitive touch and everything is mounted on top. Oh wait, it's mounted underneath the plastic. It's underneath plastic. And then this is just a mounting plate, I believe. Okay. Okay. And then we got the board here, which they connect to. Hell yeah. And that is the full Steam controller teardown. Oh my fucking god, I just lost something. No way. Hold on. Nope, I didn't lose it. I didn't lose it. I didn't lose it. Okay. We're good. We're good. You have a wireless keyboard and mouse? Yes, but I beat my keyboard up a while ago, and now it doesn't like to use the wireless all that often. So Immersion actually sued Valve already in 2024. Valve challenged the validity of the patent, and now the case is paused. Well, realistically, if Valve, like, a patent only means that you have the right to fight for your shit. The only thing a patent means is that, hey, you own the right to sue other people for the fact that you have this thing. If you don't have the money to sue people, you can't do anything about a patent. If Valve really wants to, and if they want to just be a company about it, like a lot of companies have done in the past, they could just step on that guy's fucking toes. And there wouldn't be much he could do, like, or that company's toes, if it's a company, because it sounds like a company. There probably wouldn't be much they could do about it. They could fight it in court, but Valve will eventually win that fucking lawsuit because they'll be like, oh, our triggers are slightly different. That's how they win everything. Or that's how companies win everything, when they're like, I'm taking this patent from you. It's how it's always worked. Patents are a scam. You never apply for a patent. That's how you get robbed. I heard someone talking about how, like, I'm not gonna get into that. Anyways, I gotta get this controller back together. Now that we have the full teardown. Actually, you know what I might do? Now that it's completely torn apart, I need to get shots. Oh my god, I need to get shots of all of this for my video. I don't know. I might just get those now. I need to get shots of the battery. I need to get shots of the thumbsticks. I need to get multiple shots of the thumbsticks. I need to get shots of the capacitive touch. I need to get shots of the touch pads. I need to get shots of everything together. Yep. Like tequila and shit? No. No, I need to get camera footage. I need camera footage of all of this because this is going to be really important for my review. No, I'm okay. Thank you. Geek Squad on the way. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thoughts on the ZD Ultimate Legend? I've seen some pro esports players saying potentiometer sticks are better than the Hall effect because they enable aim assist more. I'm sorry, don't pro players like jitter and shit? That, like, things that, like, move the thumbstick around a little bit so they activate, like, aim assist? I just heard someone say something about that. But I could be wrong. ZD Ultimate, isn't that the hot swap controller? I'm not a big hot swap guy. Hot swap controllers are really unreliable pieces of junk. Yeah, I did talk about the ZD Ultimate in one of my videos. I did some looking into it. Yeah, it's not very reliable, so I'm not a very big fan. Right, so wouldn't Hall Effect have less jitter? A lot of Hall Effect sticks have more. A lot of TMR sticks have more jitter too, especially like on lower end controllers. A lot of them have a lot of jitter. Like, and it's, with some of these controllers, it's mad noticeable. Mad noticeable. Depends on the game. An Apex do jitter a lot, even like a little drift on the input. I'm sorry, man. I'm having a brain seizure. Did the G7 Pro Zenless Zone 0 and 8K fix the trigger issues? I don't think so. But they've changed the triggers like twice. They've added, they changed them from green to blue to yellow, I think, or something like that. They're all kill switches, but they're all different kill switches. It's very weird. I think all 3 of the GameStore controllers I reviewed had different switches. Pretty sure. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I've been really fucking busy. Like, trying to put these reviews together is hell. Because there's so much to try to take into account, man. But I've been enjoying the fuck out of it. You guys have been enjoying it, so I'm going to keep doing it. Although I am going to try to experiment with stuff outside of controllers here real soon. The Steam controller is going to be next, but then I'm going to do my PS2 graphics card. Because that's very, 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 very important to me. That was a fun project, and I need more fun projects because all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You forget what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Nobody remembers J-Rock. Who remembers J-Rock from fucking Trailer Park Boys? Who remembers Trailer Park Boys, dude? That fucking shows. Man, I got... Mom and Brian, if you guys are still watching, we need to download Trailer Park Boys. I want to watch some Trailer Park Boys when I'm done with this stream. Dude, where does X go? Am I retarded? Oh, wait, no, I'm not putting this back together. I'm getting shots. Fuck. Okay. So we're going to get some shots live on stream as well, I guess. Where's my battery? I think it's in the camera. Yeah, we're just going to get some shots. You guys are going to... So you guys are getting to witness the creative process in action. It's me panicking and cussing and on rare occasion nowadays throwing things around. But that's less of an occurrence these days than it was back then. I'm growing slowly. Oh, they have little markers. Okay. I already did, dude. Oh, wait, shit. No, you're not retarded. Your mom had you tested, you fucking retard. Listen. You're a problem in this house. And when I get done with this stream, I'm going to come up there. Don't make me come up there. When is Xeno Plus coming, bro? Xeno Plus will probably end up having to be the earliest next month. I don't even know if I'm going to end up covering Xeno, though, because I don't know if I can cover it fast enough for people to care. Like, that's another thing, too, is, like, now that I'm back into it, I have to really pick and choose my battles, because, like, whatever I choose to cover, it's like, that's the thing. There's, like, 3 things at a time that I can cover right now. And, like, every time I go to upload, so I have to pick very carefully what I want to cover, and usually I pick the thing I enjoy the least. Oh man, I gotta get into doing more stuff outside of controllers. This is the only. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. I get excited about a lot of shit, but like, this Steam controller 2 is the first time in a long time I've been so excited for something, dude. I haven't been this excited for something in so fucking long. It's so nice. Easy SMXX20 user here. What would be the most reasonable upgrade? Playing PS2 era single player and fighter games. I hate D-pad on my boy. What's the upgrade? Most reasonable upgrade? I don't quite know. Thinking about it, I mean, it's outdated right now. The Cyclone 2 has a cross D-pad, so it's a lot less difficult to get, like, but it has a bad cross D-pad, so I wouldn't recommend the Cyclone 2 because the Cyclone 2 has a bad D-pad. I don't know. I don't quite know. A lot of people in the chat would probably recommend LedJoy Xeno Plus. I'm trying to think of a cheap controller right now. I'm sorry, I'm just fucking trying to get this teardown figured out so I can fucking get these shots and all this other stuff. I'm keeping too busy nowadays. Steam, what fucking orientation does your logo go? Jesus. All right. I don't got no damn battery. Take two. I swear by a fight stick for fighting games. I think a lot of people do too. Fight sticks, fight pads, very specific fight hardware. You guys have a lot of it for just fighting games. So there's also that option, you know? I could see shell mods for that, maybe a size reduction. It's not that big. This controller is not that big. It looks big, but it's not that big. Lights. Camera. High ISO because there's not enough light. And shaky handheld footage. And I don't know. I like my shots to look nice. This is a very messy scene. I might just leave it disassembled and then get the shots after the stream and then reassemble it after the stream. I like my shots to... You guys know how my videos look. I like everything to look crisp. So I think I'm gonna get these into a cool scenario with some better lighting, maybe some props, maybe my minifigure me, little baby Cuda. Ah! What was that? I hate dropping my Legos. Every time I drop my Legos, I lose a little bit of myself. What'd I miss? You missed the whole teardown of the Steam controller. I have torn this entire thing apart. It's strewn about the desk. Got G7 Pro 8K over here, chilling. We got touchpads here and here. We have main board. We have mid-frame, which includes the bumpers, fucking thing for the Steam logo, a bunch of rubber bits that I'm probably gonna lose, rumbles, and then we got the shell, which I have to hold very carefully because everything is put on here perfectly. And if I fucking move it, it's gonna shift, and I don't want that. But yeah. That is the full teardown of the Steam Controller 2. Which, why the fuck do they call it the Steam Controller 2? I would love someone to answer me that question. Or why didn't they call it the Steam Controller 2? They called it, weren't they originally gonna do that? And then they're like, oh, we don't want it to be a successor to the Steam Controller. We want it to be like a new Steam Controller. They basically admitted, they were like, we want you to forget that the original Steam controller existed. And it's like, suck my balls. Kind of funny how bro got a hard to get controller and just tore the shit out of it. Well, I got to. What was the craziest thing I've done? I got a Razer Wolverine V2 Pro back in the day, which I paid $250 for. And even though that review came out like 3 years later, I took that controller apart immediately. I'm not scared of teardowns because there's no. You're smaller than me. I'm going to rip you apart. That's how I look at it. It's simple. It's a bunch of screws. Here's how I look at it. Someone put that together by hand. So there's no problems taking it apart. It's completely plausible that you can take it apart. If they can put it together by hand, you can take it apart by hand. Common sense, there was one before this one. I know, right? That first Steam controller came out before some Steam users were born. I wouldn't doubt it. But I think the first Steam controller is worth acknowledging. It is. This is the Steam controller too. I mean, it is a drastically different device though. Like, let's not pretend these are the same type of controller at all. Like, touchpad controller my ass. This is like a whole device outside of a touchpad controller. And yeah, I don't think it quite matches the original Steam controller, but I don't think this original Steam controller should be erased from history. A lot of people love their Steam controllers still. I want to buy one from Disc Replay and go compare it to the new one. Although I know the old one's not going to be nearly as fucking cool. Doesn't have anywhere near the fucking level of features that this controller has. It was around 10 years ago I wanted to say, yeah, it was, it wasn't before Steam controllers were born, or Steam users were born, but it was definitely before they were on Steam. It was before I was on Steam. I hopped on Steam in 2018, I believe. 2018, 2019, something like that. I've been here for not as long as a lot of other people. But it's been, every year I don't know, I'm getting older now. It's just spooky. It's just very spooky. I don't quite know how to deal with it. Every year, something was 10 years ago. It's like, the fuck? Why is everything 10 years ago? Dude, my channel was made 10 years ago. My channel was made 10 years ago, November 22nd of this year. 10 years of doing, well, not controllers, but a bunch of random shit. I started out doing Legos and GTA content and fucking all this shit. Everything is 10 years ago at this point, man. They need to bring functional society back and then bring arcades back. Dude, fucking... You know what's so crazy is, like, people always say, especially now, that, like, they want things to just go back to normal. Like, I hope you guys know, there is no more of what happened before 2019. Like, that's just gone. That's not the world we live in anymore. The economy doesn't work that way. You can't just go back. It always goes up. Stock market always goes up until it crashes forever. The money will always inflate until it crashes and hyperinflates itself into oblivion forever. Things will never get better. Things will always continue to progress. That progress may be negative, but that's how it's gonna go. 2019 was the last year, right? Yes, it was the last year. 2019 was officially the last year. My Steam was made October 31st, 2009. Damn. Damn. You're almost 20 years on that, motherfucker. That's crazy. See, why is everything 10, 20 years ago? This is what I mean. This is a bunch of bullshit. 2009 was, what, 17 years ago? Jesus, dude. I remember 2009. I think we were in Georgia. Dude, it was such a beautiful time. Back when you could just... back when you could just, like, live in a place and, like, get a job and, like, move to a place and do that. And nowadays, everything's, like, $4,000. It's just so fun. Steam controller fucking sold out because, relatively speaking, compared to all the other controllers on the market that are $200, this is actually fucking cheap. Which is crazy to me. Because there are some people talking about, oh, fucking Steam controller needs to be cheaper. I'm like, you're ridiculous. That thing has haptic fucking or capacitive touch thumbsticks and fucking grips and everything. My Steam account was created September 29th, 2004. Dude, I was born fucking February 12th, 2003. You made your Steam account during the Iraq War. You made your Steam account during the Iraq War. Oh no. Are we all getting on? Are we getting on in age? What's going on? Kuda is the same age as me? The fuck? Yeah, I look about 16. And I'll probably look about 16 until I'm 32. I have an uncle, I have a nephew now. I was in the US Air Force at the time. Oh my lord, dude. The far reach of this channel, I will never cease to amaze me. Soon there will be legal adults that were born after League of Legends released. Oh. I ordered mine day one in the first few minutes and still getting here on Wednesday. I hope you enjoy it. I've been enjoying mine. I just ripped it apart, tore it to shreds. Steam controller is dead. It's ding dang dead. Absolutely destroyed. Also, how come G7 Pro 8K doesn't have trigger rumble? The G7 Pro does. Is that Xbox licensing BS or? I think it's GameSir's. I think that's just their prerogative with that controller. I think they should have just removed all the rumbles. It's an 8K controller. Why not? But then they couldn't really sell you on the fact that it's worth $90 or $10 more than the original G7. I'm older than you, holy crap. Man, it's a fucking privilege to be older than me, man. You fucking got to grow up in the 90s or something. How much older than me are you? You fucking... Everyone who got to grow up in the 90s, I'm jealous of, because I got to grow up in the early 2000s and or the 2000s and the 2010s, and that was a fun period of time. Real Fireflies ass time. It was fucking great. It was great. Everything was great. Everything was going wonderful. And then the pandemic hit, and then my channel started doing great. So that was wonderful. I'm super happy I got to escape the pandemic without just being one of the guys who was popular during the pandemic. So many people gained popularity during the pandemic and then fell off a fucking cliff afterward. I'm so happy that it happened to me. I was so terrified of that. Bro, Vader 5 Pro or G7 Pro AimLab 8K, which one is more comfortable to hold and how much gap they have in performance realistically? The G7 Pro 8K is going to be about 3 or 4 milliseconds faster than the Vader 5 Pro wired. Other than that, the performance difference comes down to features, which for the G7 Pro 8K comes down to its optical TMR sticks, and for the Vader 5 Pro, it more so comes down to its 4 rear buttons. So it depends on what you prefer, what you prioritize. 1990s B-Day here. Halo 2 era is peak nostalgia, dude. You and the guy upstairs would have a fucking great conversation. Because I wasn't, like, there for Halo, unfortunately. My generation was all about Call of Duty. All about Call of Duty. All about the newest Call of Duty every year. They were all about 2K. It's just Call of Duty and 2K. Somehow those are still the best-selling games every year. I don't get how people buy these fucking games every year, bro. Like, what the fuck is this? Why, like, $60 a year? I don't spend $60 a year on a game. I don't buy games often. Like, I just don't spend $60 a year on a game, let alone the same game every year. What the fuck? Battlefield 2 was the GOAT. Hell yeah. Battlefield was so fun. I enjoyed Battlefield a lot. Just watched your reviews for the GameStar ZZZ and AIM Labs. Good vids, man. Thank you, thank you. I'm very proud of those videos. The Zenless was... I just love that controller for Xbox. It's so goddamn good. Oh, it's so good. And the 8K is over here chilling. This is the sexiest controller in all of human history. Look at that. Dude, I love my Steam controller. My Steam controller is my pride and joy. I mean, it doesn't look like it with how it's torn down on the table over here. But this bitch right here, undercard is over already. Okay. Oh, I thought the main card started a little while ago. Anybody watching the fights? What's going on with the... Man, my fucking leg's shaking. I'm really excited. Fucking, if anyone's watching the fights, what's going on with the UFC fights right now? Is someone getting their ass kicked? Or is Khamzat Chimaev laying on Sean Strickland? Just tell me. Just fucking tell me. Is Khamzat Chimaev laying on Sean Strickland again? Not yet. King Green versus Jeremy Stevens just ended. Who won? Ooh! Who won that one? Those are bangers. Jeremy Stevens sometimes comes out and just fucking like absolutely smashes. Who won that one? Green? No way, Bobby Green won his... Bro, he won first round? What? Via submission? No way. That's ridiculous. That nigga's been getting fried. He's been getting fried for a while. I was hoping he would fucking pull through. I was like, they're gonna cut this fucking man if he doesn't win a fight. Jeremy got rocked too. Jeremy tapped. Fuck. That's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate for Jeremy. But hey, hats off King Green. How do I identify a Vader 5 Pro V2 in used market? There's not really... I mean, there's a thing in the box. There's a little thing in the box for the paddles that tells you where the paddles are. Aside from that and the ratcheting thumbsticks, you can't really tell. You kind of have to have it in hand. Wrestling used to be funny. Did you hear about when Andre the Giant crapped all over Bad News Brown, fateful nickname? That sounds fucking terrible. I've never heard of that one, but that sounds legitimate. It sounds like something that would happen. It sounds like a real story. Accidental ball shot, probably just rocking too much. Man, if there was a fucking low blow, that would fucking... I don't believe... the more I watch low blows and eye pokes happen in the UFC, the more I don't believe they're fucking, like, accidental. The more I'm like, some people go their whole careers without poking a guy in the eye. You've poked a guy in the eye twice this fight, poked a guy in the eye last fight, poked a guy in the eye the 3 fights before that. Then you kick that one dude in the balls, and then you fucking grab this dude's hair. Grabbing hair doesn't really happen, but the eye pokes, yeah, especially the eye pokes. The eye pokes really fuck with me, man. The eye pokes, I'm like, you are just, oh no, he's coming at me. Absolute wankers. Absolute wankers. Was that a fucking ghost? Okay. Something just moved over there. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you. Fuck you. Don't say yes. Don't say fucking yes. Hi, Kuda. Quick question about G7 Pro AK. Are the right trigger improved to avoid the known issue with the G7 Pro? 3 of my controllers have the same issue. Shaking my head. I'm going to stay, like I said earlier, it looks like they're trying, but I don't know if it's working. They keep changing the switches on the triggers to try to fix the trigger issues. But with the G7 Pro 8K, there's no real way to know. If you mean another trigger issue, like a Hall effect trigger issue or something, I'm not 100% sure what you mean. But if you mean like the double clicking or the failure trigger issues, those, they keep trying to change the switches out, but I don't know if it's going to work this time around. We're just going to have to see, unfortunately. That's the problem with having my reviews out on time. I can't look back and be like, well, these 800,000 people had reliability complaints saying the same exact thing, so it looks like this part of the controller is an issue. That's how I usually do the reliability, but I can't do that this time. Bet for the main card, mine is submission first round. I think Khamzat Chimaev, I think Sean Strickland. Yes, the right failure trigger. Thanks, man. No problem, man. No problem. I really hope the best for you, because fucking, I know that's a very consistent issue, and I know that sucks. Bet for the main card, mine submission first round. Mine is going to be, Sean Strickland is a better grappler than most of the people Khamzat has fought. So it will either be a round 3 or beyond submission, or it'll be a decision domination for Chimaev. He's just not good enough to submit Sean. Like, he's really good at controlling people. He's great at grabbing your body and throwing you to the ground and doing all this really aggressive stuff. And if you're really bad at defending submissions, he's gonna get a submission off on you. But he's really just, his strength comes in controlling people, and it proved, I think with the DDP fight, it proved that Chimaev has limitations, and his limitations are fighting someone who can actually defend enough to be able to not get submitted, and then it's just 5 rounds of laying around, and then it's like, what the fuck? And then everyone's arguing about it, and I'm just like, guys, we can't argue about this. That fight sucked. And I'm not saying Dricus du Plessis couldn't have done more, but what I am saying is, like, this is your guy. This is what's hot right now. Come on, man. Wanted to say you're glad you're back and making all this amazing content for us. Thanks for all the hard work. No consistency is difficult for most people. Thank you so much. I have been doing my best, and I have been having a blast. I got the Steam controller apart here. I'm so happy I fucking was able to do that. That was crazy. I appreciate you guys for helping me out with that. And I appreciate Media Server for sending care packages down here. You guys are fucking really appreciated. I'm excited. After I'm done with the stream, I'm going to roll a fat blunt. Because yeah, that teardown was stressful. And then I would have to stress putting it back together. Oh man, I'm terrified already. Like, this is just problematic. This is the best, dude. Love this. Having the most fun right now. This is the most fun. That PXN, 8K, then capacitive sticks are great, but the rest of the controller is trash. The shape is nice though. Nut for 20 bucks. It is not a bad controller. Crazy they put K-Silvers in that also. I will say, especially for like the price, it's impressive. It's very impressive. But man, I really would recommend just spending a couple more dollars on one of the other 8K controllers. They're just so much better. I haven't even laid my hands on the Tarantula Pro 8K, and I can already feel how much better that one feels than the PXN P5. But the Tarantula is wired. But then again, 8K controllers, if you're looking to buy an 8K controller, I imagine you're fucking looking to do a wired setup. Already have the Wolverine V3 Pro 8K. Do you think it's worth it to get the G7 Pro 8K as well? Was thinking about getting it even if it's just to compare. I mean, if it's just to compare, yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's not a very expensive controller. It's not like you're paying 200 bucks. It's only 100 bucks. But, you know, with the Wolverine, you got 4 rear buttons. If you got the wireless model, you got the wireless. The wireless Wolverine model is really expensive, though, compared to, like, the G7 Pro 8K, so. Yeah, there's a lot to say about the 8K market. There's a lot to do with the 8K market, too. I'm going to be very, very busy with that here soon. Oh, I'm excited. Yo, Kuda, price aside, Wolverine V3 Pro 8K, Aim Labs 8K, or Hex Phantom, maybe DualSense Edge with added TMR sticks thrown in there. Aim Labs. I assume you're meaning for PC, because you just said an Xbox, or no, not an Xbox controller. You just said 2 PC controllers and a PS5 controller, so I'm assuming you mean PC. The Wolverine V3 Pro 8K is good if you want 4 rear buttons. The Aim Labs 8K is, I think, the best all around, best price to performance, if you want good price to performance. But seeing as how you threw the Hex Phantom in there, I assume you don't really care too much about price. So, if you want 4 rear buttons, Wolverine 8K. If you don't mind the 4 rear buttons, or if you don't mind the 2 rear buttons and want good sticks and really good response, like the best response time, you get the G7 Pro 8K. And if you want 4 good rear buttons and the immersive features of the DualSense, you buy the Hex Phantom. Why are bootleg UFC live chats always so wild? Because it is full of Nigerian scammers. Or something. Oh, I thought you, I'm thinking you're meaning like on illegal streams and shit. I'm not even thinking of people like MMA Guru and shit. Dude, Guru's probably fucking streaming right now. Son of a bitch. I could be watching Guru's stream and instead I'm sitting here being awesome. I hate myself so much. Bro, it's the best part. Everyone is racist. What the fuck? You niggas are crazy. Do you know if the Steam controller will be a limited run or continuous production? Oh, baby. They made $2.3 million. Bare minimum, the first day. They had 23,000 controllers, sold them all out within 30 minutes. That's $2.3 million in 30 minutes. Do you think they're gonna make more drops? They still make the Steam Deck, even though the Steam Deck OLED and the Steam Deck are constantly sold out, but they still make the Steam Deck, don't they? They're gonna make this controller for a minute. But no one's gonna be able to get their hands on it for at least another week or so, because scalpers. My order for my Steam controller was at 12:59 p.m. It launched at 1. I don't know how that happened. Some guys are going back and forth in chat arguing who is better. Oh my god, this is fucking gold. This is gonna be a great. I haven't even watched the card. I'm already excited to sit down and watch this card. I'm already dumb excited. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be great. I'd imagine with the reservation system, they're getting more of them. It's just gonna be waiting game. Yeah. Yeah, the big problem with the Steam controller is that it's gonna be hard to find, at least, or it's gonna be more difficult to get your hands on than other devices would be. And it just might take some time. But it will be possible for you to get your hands on one of these. Hey sis, how you doing? Hey, if Sienna's watching, tell her I said happy birthday. I missed the hell out of you guys, seriously. Oh my god. I keep thinking every week, I lose track of what's going on. And then I'm like, why haven't we seen the kids in a while? And I'm like, yeah, I'm an idiot. But I'm happy to see you in the stream. I really hope I could see you guys sometime soon. Yo, Edward Bond Arenco 985. Fucking the ats on YouTube are so terrible. I hate that they don't do the capital letter things. With the $9.90 or with the $10 subscription, I just can't speak anymore. I've clearly reached my limit. The $10 dono, keep it up, brother. Thank you. You too, man. You keep doing what you're doing. I don't know how to respond to donos ever. It's just awkward. Big shout out to Sienna and sis. I told her she said she loves you and she misses you. I miss the hell out of you guys. I'm so sorry we haven't been able to see each other. Either way, we're going to enjoy the controller when we finally get it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it so much. You're going to love it so much, dude. I haven't loved a controller like this in so long. Megan is on the screen right now. Wowee. I don't know. Megan Levy is the only person I've ever seen who had plastic surgery, and it looks good. I can tell she's had plastic surgery because her cheeks and her jaw are very perfect. And by perfect, I mean there's a very particular line in them that gives it away for me. But aside from that line, she has the only person I've ever seen who has good plastic surgery. Never seen someone who has good plastic surgery. She's the only one. You're not supposed to tell it's there. And you can't tell it's there with her. It's good for literally every game genre if you're a diverse gamer. Dude, the trackpads are wonderful for tracking in shooters. The gyro is wonderful for shooters. The gyro is wonderful for story games. Call of Duty lover, Cicely with the $5. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, my super chat fucking donation thing's working. I didn't even know. See, last time I did a stream, it wouldn't work. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. Seriously, you guys are absolute legends. I cannot wait to see you guys again. You think the Steam controller can compete for FPS players, or is it mainly for casual players? It can compete for FPS players, but it takes a lot of effort. I think most FPS players like to pick up a controller and just use it. I don't think they're real controller nerds. Controller nerds and controller FPS and like sweaty FPS players are not the same. Controller nerds like to play story games, complex games, some shooters, but they have a diverse catalog, whereas people who are really interested in FPS games like to pick up a controller and then just use it. That's not how the Steam controller works. You can't just pick up the Steam controller and use it. Trackpads for FPS, I thought they would be like on par with laptop ones, and those suck. So, I wish I had it put together. So what you do for shooters is you hold the controller, right? And then you do your big movements with your thumbstick. But then when you want to like track someone who's a distance, you use gyro and the touchpad. When the gyro activates with the touchpad, because the gyro is capacitive touch too. So you could activate the gyro, you use the touchpad, and then have these little small, or you could have the touchpad set up so the full range of the touchpad only moves your cursor a little bit, but that means that you get this extreme level of precision from these big movements. So you can set it up so that the gyro carries most of the aiming, but then the trackpad helps adjust the little tiny micro movements. It's, oh, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, this thing. Sorry, I just got here. I don't know if you already commented. I'm considering the Cyclone 2 Vader 5 Pro and the Steam controller. I'm not an FPS player, really. Any thoughts? My favorite controller is the Steam controller, man. I'll be 100% honest with you. It is just so good. It's like casual, sweaty, 4 rear buttons, no clicky triggers, no clicky buttons. Who cares? I don't give a shit. It is amazing. Can you set up the trackpad as extra functions? The trackpad can be set up as whatever you want. You can set it up as a D-pad, a weapon wheel, a keybind, gyro, aiming with joystick, aiming with a mouse, tied to your entire screen. So the trackpad, it fills the screen space. So when you go from one end of the trackpad to the other, your mouse goes from one end of the screen to the other. There's so much you can do. There's so much you can do. Huh. I wonder if sweaty thumbs are going to fuck up the accuracy of the touchpads. Maybe? I don't want to say yes, but have experienced some sweaty thumb issues with the trackpads, so I'll look into that further. Thank you. Valve been cooking with hardware. Dude, I want the Steam frame so bad. You know how badly I want a VR headset so I can play BeamNG or Space Engine? Oh my God, Space Engine? You know all the transitions, all the space transitions I use in all my videos? I get those inside of a simulator for space. That has VR support. I want to fly around space. I've always wanted to fly around space. I'm going to fly around space. Joaquin Buckley versus Sean Brady right now. Yo, this card is actually not bad. Like, that card is actually pretty fucking... That's a pretty bitchin' card. Stevens versus Green. Buckley versus Brady. You got fucking Chimaev and Strickland, which is the only one I knew about. But that's a pretty bitchin' card. I'll definitely have to sit down and watch that whole card. Last couple of cards, I've seen some highlights of some crazy fucking... Crazy fights. Assetto Corsa on VR seems peak. I haven't done much Assetto Corsa. I like BeamNG because I really like the fact that I can just hit a curb and it fucks my wheels up. That sounds like retarded, but I know. But like, I like consequences. I like the fact that I have to stop. I have to slow down going around this corner. Otherwise, I'm going to understeer and I'm going to receive damage. And it's going to stop my car from working. So I have to brake at this corner. It teaches you a lot about discipline, BeamNG. It's not one of those video games where you can just hop into it and it's just like, oh, we're just gonna fuck around. Like, no, it took me years to get good at driving in BeamNG, and like, ooh, I can't wait for the Steam VR. I want it so, the Steam frame, I want it so bad. I want it so bad. What other FPS games did you play? Have you ever heard of the Finals? Same devs as Arc Raiders. I have played the Finals. The Finals kicked my ass. I couldn't play the Finals. Every newer shooter that I've gotten into, I get into it too late. So it'll be 6 months to a year after it's released, and it's just full of sweats. And then it ruins my time. I have not gotten into many games recently because there are a lot of fucking sweats and they're a huge problem. And I get pissed, man. I'm not here to fucking try my ass off anymore. I really am not. I'm getting too old for that shit. I only want to try my ass off when I'm doing this video shit. When I'm not doing this video shit, I honestly couldn't give a fuck. Sicily with the $5. Yo, chill with the donations. You can just type in the chat. I'll see it. Thank you. Thank you so much. We all love and missed you, and I can't wait to see you guys again. We cannot wait to see you again, too. Seriously. It's been rough here. I'm not gonna lie. We've all been doing our thing, but I miss you guys. I really do. I really do. It's dad rated? That sounds like a good rating. Bro, are you 22? I'm 23. I'm 23. I'll be 24 in February. A year from now. If you want a good shooter on PC, just play Halo 5 Forge bundle. It's so chill. I'll give it a shot. I'm down to try some new shooters and have myself some fun. Cause I'll always try something new, but I'll always quit if it's fucking sweaty as shit and I can't play without fucking getting my best controller out and absolutely fucking smashing people's faces in. Like, I don't want to sit there and like, I don't know, everything with gaming nowadays is so extreme. Like, the footage I posted in the G7 Pro 8K video was like some of the first games I had on Call of Duty and Fortnite. And the Call of Duty game was a bit easier. I'll say that up front. Call of Duty's matchmaking is definitely better than Fortnite's, but Fortnite just kicks my ass, dude. It kicks my ass so bad. That GPU is tough. Thank you. I love it. That's honestly my favorite thing I've done. I'm not gonna lie. How are the haptics? PS5 level or nah? The haptics are crazier than your PS5 controller because they're in the touchpads. So when you touch the touchpads go doom, 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 and it fucking... The haptic motors are so good, it makes you feel like you have rumble motors in the triggers, and you don't. You don't have rumble motors in the triggers. The rumble motors are right here. The HD rumbles, right here. There's nothing in the triggers, but these are so good they make the triggers feel like there's stuff in them. I genuinely thought when I was clicking the trigger and I was getting that doom, doom, doom that you get with the DualSense, that like little, that adaptive trigger shit. I thought that was the haptics. And they're speakers. They make chimes. All the speaker sounds you hear coming out of the controller aren't speakers. They're chimes coming from the haptic motors. This thing is magic. This thing is magic. This thing is magic, and reviewers aren't emphasizing that enough because they don't know controllers. Niggas don't understand. This bitch changes the game and is only $100 and is not going to be findable for at least another week or two. But it is actually so different. News for a name. Tell me I'm pretty. With the $10. You're pretty? That's a very strange request. I appreciate it. Cicely, chill out with the donos. I appreciate you. Thank you. Chill out. You keep that money. You do something with it. Your birthday's coming up. We got to go out and do something. I got to go take you somewhere. I should have my fucking license by then so we can go out to eat or something. Be great. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the donations. Seriously, the support on this stream has been crazy. Got a donation war. No, seriously. You guys are fucking G's. Dude, you better, bozo. No, you bozo. You basically got the Steam controller basically funded peak. That is actually, not gonna lie, we've had some pretty big donations and some pretty consistent donations this stream. I probably have most of the Steam controller funded from this stream. You're actually 100% right about that. I didn't even think about that. Thank you. You guys are fucking G's, seriously, because like I truly am trying to do this full time, and it fucking helps out, and it truly does. Because I want to do nothing but make videos. But I don't just want to make controller videos. I'm trying to expand outward into other stuff, and I think it'll work out. I just got to keep fucking it. I just got to keep trying stuff. I got to rant and rave about some things. I got to build some cool custom stuff that YouTubers with too much time build. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do, but I appreciate all the support on these videos and these live streams because this is my dream job, truly. I wouldn't be doing anything else. Because fuck doing anything else. What did MGMT say? Fucking, what are we supposed to do? Wake up for the morning commute? Go get your jobs in offices? It's like, you can be a commuter, or you can be wacky controller man. Take your pick. I chose wacky controller man for a while. Kid is killing the game. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Did you experience middle finger pinching from L2 or R2 and L2? Ooh, that's a good question. I didn't. Is that a problem? If people are saying that's a problem, that's scary. Scary. Steam controller better than the G7 for shooters? For most people, no. Most people know how to use a normal controller. So most people will probably be fine with a controller like this for shooters. It's beautiful. It's got all the features that you need, a couple of features that you don't, a couple of nice amenities, good price, best response time for a controller this price. This is a good device. This is for nerds who like to do stuff like take it apart.
Is the Hex Phantom a good alternative to the Steam controller on PC due to the features? Yeah. Yeah. The Hex Phantom is actually a good alternative because it's wireless, it has 4 rear buttons, it has haptic motors, it has gyro, it has a touchpad. It's not the same type of touchpad, but it would be really, yeah, it is an alternative. It's just a different kind of controller. It's like a Steam controller detuned because it comes without the touchpads, but it still has like the gyro and the cool triggers and the cool haptics, a bunch of cool amenities that are really good for immersion. But it also doubles as a really good FPS controller. The DualSense is amazing. The DualSense is probably the best dual-use controller. Like, between immersion, with all the haptics and the adaptive triggers, and the performance, with the thumbsticks and the response time, it is gotta be. DualSense, DualShock 4, DualSense, just the greatest controllers that have ever been. It's not fair how good they are. Also, the Steam controller seems like it could be comfortable for long sessions because the sticks are far up at the same height, unlike PS or Xbox sticks. Yeah, it is very comfortable. I was sitting here for fucking 16 hours, tinkering with it, Steam settings, aim labs, doing all this shit. Like, it's very comfortable. Don't worry about it being uncomfortable. You will not be uncomfortable with the Steam controller. You will be perfectly comfortable with it. I want a DualSense Edge with modded TMR sticks. I've heard a lot of comments about that. Modded DualSense Edges. I don't quite know what the hype is. I don't know if there's like hype around that or something. I might have to take a look-see into them. I might have to do one myself, actually. We should have trigger locks and 4 back buttons on the Steam controller. Yeah, well, it does have 4 back buttons. Or 4 button locks. Oh. Yeah. Trigger locks I could get. The 4 back button locks I could also get, because for more casual people, you don't want to use them. But trigger locks, I'm not going to lie, oh, who cares? Who cares? You can set the trigger dead zones to activate as soon as the triggers get pulled. It's fine. It's not supposed to be a super sweaty controller. You can use it to sweat, but it's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be for, like, Silksong and, like, Batman. They don't, I mean, at least I imagine. And, like, BeamNG and shit. I don't think they intend for you to use it for crazy things. That doesn't mean you can't use it for crazy things. You definitely can. Love the 8K video today. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. You guys seem to have absolutely loved that video. That one was, yeah, I've talked about it. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of fun. I'm happy you guys enjoyed it. I fucking crunched to get that bitch out. That one was rough. I'm not gonna lie. It's dark. Fucking, I gotta pee so bad. I can't leave. And I gotta get shots of this fucking... No, my Vice stream crashed. No! No! Another Steam controller benefit, 3D printable shells and accessories are possible. That's true. I didn't even think about something like that. Considering buying it, honestly, the most recommendable controller I've ever reviewed. Like, for $100 to get all this experimentation, and if you want to sweat with it, you can. If you want to do story games with it, you can. If you want to use it on other games that aren't Steam related, you can. It takes a little bit of work, but it's fine. It's made for nerds who are born to tinker. It's made for nerds who are born to... Scalpers are crazy? Yes. It's made for nerds who are not going to pay $350 to a scalper on eBay. Because eBay's taking down all of those posts and banning those accounts, and Steam is also IP banning scalpers if they find people selling these controllers. But overall, the Steam controller is one of the most recommendable. And you want to know what's even better? I've sat here for 2 hours talking about it. I still haven't even touched the surface of my fucking review. My review's got so much shit going on. There's so much shit going on with that review. I am so excited to show you guys what this thing is capable of. You guys have no idea. I just fell backwards out of a chair. Fall forwards out of a chair next time. Then you'll see where you're going. It was crazy seeing the controller get scalped in real time. I know. Any issues with Game Pass, PC, Epic, or Google, or GOG? I don't know. I'm going to use Game Pass tonight. Epic Games works. Battle.net doesn't work unless you use... I think that one guy who was talking about SISR or something earlier. Yeah, I think it's called SISR. I read something about that too. You may need to download something or add a line of code to something in order to get the Steam controller to work with certain things like Game Pass. But you can do it. I was researching. I didn't get Battle.net to connect, but I was researching it, and it is possible to do it. It's just very convoluted. Or again, you could use SISR, I believe. Any particular thoughts on the D-pad, by the way? Average. It feels like an Xbox D-pad. It feels like an old Xbox One D-pad. ABXY buttons feel like average PlayStation, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. Membrane, mushy buttons. It's not a very impressive controller if you remove all the cool shit. But with all the cool shit, it is like the capacitive touch, the gyro, the touch pads. I think it's a great controller. I truly truly, guys. It's an amazing device, and I really wish more of you could get one, because man, I know a bunch of people who were like, I was there the first minute and I wasn't able to get one. And I was like, I was there the first minute and I was able to get one. How the fuck did I get lucky? Hey, bud, do you think people who are used to Xbox controllers will be able to get past the thumbstick positions? Yeah. Your thumbs rest right where the thumbsticks are. It's not hard. The controller's big, but it does a great job. I describe it in my review perfectly. It does a great job of disguising its size. And in turn, it allows you to use the controller in a very, very comfortable manner. It is huge, but it is perfect. It is ergonomically perfect. The thumbsticks and buttons are perfect. The touchpads are perfect. The shape is perfect. The size is a bit big. The weight is actually not that bad. This overall is just a bad looking controller to a lot of people. It is immaculate. I couldn't say enough good stuff about it. People are gonna think my review was paid. That's how good this fucking controller is. People are gonna be like, you're just dick riding the fucking thing. Oh. Listen, I'm going to dick ride this controller because I love it. All right? So deal with it. First they scalp my Pokemon cards, now they scalp my controller. Oh yeah, they'll scalp everything. They'll take everything from you. Microswitch replacement for the D-pad domes would be nice. It would be, but that'd be just complicated. That's the downside of not having X input, but Steam input is just so much more advanced. Steam input's so nice, dude. With this controller, Steam input's so nice. You can do anything. We toys can see everything. You guys don't get that reference. If anyone gets that reference, you're a G. Hell yeah, cheers for response. 3 cheers. My only complaint is you need to run the game through Steam client in order to use that at its fullest. That's honestly one of my complaints too. You want to know why? Because first off, it's not always easy to get stuff into Steam or to work through Steam, but you can get anything to work through Steam. It just takes a bit of effort for some things. Most things are simple. Main problem, Are you ready? My main problem with the Steam controller, aside from the fact that it's torn apart in front of me and I really am terrified I won't be able to put it back together. My main problem is that Steam input's too complicated. There's too much going on, and it's not very easy to navigate. I know some people are going to disagree with me on this. Steam input's simple in some ways, but in other ways, it just has so much information about how the touchpad works, how the gyro works, how the vertical sensitivity works, how you could do this, how you could do that, things you could adjust for this. Do you want this to activate when you release it? Do you want this to press 1 time? Do you want this to press 10 times? Do you want this to be a button combination? It's stressful. It's fucking stressful. But hey, the claw, it's been chosen. Hey, you got it. You got it. Hello, my dude. Been watching you for a while now. Love the sense of humor and bought Vader's in Gamesters thanks to your reviews over the years. Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you and the continued support, man. Thank you. I'm glad you like the controllers. I'm glad they worked out well for you. You are very lucky. Yeah, I remember it took me like 1 hour to set up mouse scroll wheel on touchpads in Steam or in SD. Yeah, fucking the touchpads and the gyro are gonna be a big focus point of people trying to like adjust settings in Steam input. That's really where most of your time is gonna be spent, is adjusting the sensitivity and the range of the touchpads and the sensitivity and the settings for the gyro. It's just so much. There's just so much. Wish you were exaggerating. I know, dude. It's like, I like that I can do all of this. I'm not complaining that I have a bunch of ability. It's like complaining that you have a lot of money. But it's like, you know how people with a lot of money complain about taxes? That's what this controller's like. There's so much you can do that it becomes overwhelming. I don't mind the complexity of Steam input, but I do have issues with the navigation of the menus. Just bad feeling. See, that's what I'm saying. Is it's like, I don't mind having so much complexity, but like, make it easy to use. If there's so much to do, that's fine. But at least make the UI navigable. I have to go into this setting to adjust this thing, to turn that on, so I can adjust this one setting at the bottom that I want to touch. But it won't let me touch it because I gotta turn these 3 things on and do this and that. And it's like, that's the only complaint I have. The only complaint I have is that it's so nerdy, it's going to make people who bought this controller thinking, oh, this is gonna be simple. You're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a bad fucking time because you're gonna spend an hour with this controller and you're not gonna have it fucking working right. You're not gonna be able to figure it out because you're gonna be too pissed to look up a tutorial and you're just never gonna get it. And you're just fucked. And sometimes you need to click shit twice. Oh my God. The amount of times I thought I had a bug, dude. Do you know how many times I had to close Steam and restart it while I was fucking with this controller? It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Sean Brady beat Joaquin Buckley? That nigga Joaquin be pissing me off because he had the craziest knockout in the world and then he went on to be mad inconsistent. Joaquin! Come on, man. Waiting on the Cyclone 3 patiently. Hope it drops this year. Me too. That would be a bitchin' review. It would be a bitchin' comparison video too. That'd just be a bitchin' drop. Love that. We got a fight companion going on in the VCUDA channel right now. Headass. Dude, I wish I had the fucking... Man, I would love to do UFC content, but I fucking cannot stand. People get so toxic. People get so toxic. So toxic, mate. About everything to do with the UFC. They're like, this fighter's trash. This fighter's washed. This guy who's accomplished way more than me is somehow a complete piece of shit and doesn't deserve any of the things he has. It's like, guys, chill. I respect UFC YouTubers, man. You guys are fucking brave. I would never deal with an audience like that. I get so mad. Boy can't wrestle. Damn. You're going to rebuild the controller now. I am still kind of thinking on it because I want to get some shots, but the scene is a bit messy. Although I could use the stream as a bit of an excuse and a bit of promotion. See that? Intelligence. I kind of want to put it back together right now. Should I put it back together? Yeah, I think I'm going to get some shots and put it back together. I don't respect most MMA YouTubers. I don't think most people respect MMA YouTubers. That's why I don't want to be one. You look like a BJJ guy. Do you know BJJ? No, I do not. I am not really trained, to be 100% honest with you. Gotten into a couple of street fights, but I don't think that makes me anything. Unlike most people who somehow think that fucking getting into street fights makes you like good at fighting. Like, I don't know. I've seen myself fight. I can't beat these guys. My favorite thing in the world is watching people watch UFC fights and then think that they know what's going on. Like, know how to beat this guy. Like, you just had to do this. It's that easy. It's that easy. Trained for 6 months to lose a fight for it to just be that easy. Okay. You'd be a good one. Start training. You'd be technical. I've gotten a lot of recommendations to train because I'm so scrawny and fucking... I have a wonderfully built body. Like, I'm not trying to gloat or anything. But my body, if I wanted to be, I could do anything I wanted. Anything I wanted. If I wanted to be the skinniest man on earth, I could be the skinniest man on earth, or I could be the biggest, most ripped man on the planet if I wanted to. But I don't want to eat that much. I don't have the money to eat that much, to be 100% honest. If I had the money to eat like that, that'd be baller. We're gonna get a couple of shots of this controller, and then we're gonna try to put it back together. All right, bam. No memory card. Where the fuck? Oh. Can I throw my sister at a wall? She's annoying me. Wouldn't recommend that. Skinny black dude, boxing build. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. I play fighting games. I know what I'm talking about. Hey, man, you're a real deal. You're the real deal out there, man. You don't need to eat too much. Go box. It's cheaper than the rest, even in this economy. I may. Man got that gamepad that posted quick for the Steam controller. Oh, yes, sir. You have no idea how proud I was of that. And then fucking Steve from Gamers fucking Nexus comes over here and is like, we got response time testing for the fucking Steam controller. Steve. See, fucking GN is cool as fuck, though. Like, they're very pro-consumer. I would fucking... I know I talked mad shit about fucking collabs earlier, but like... Remember when I said there's exceptions for the collabs? Yeah, they're one of them. They do some baller content. Just getting a couple of quick shots of these thumbsticks, and I think I'm going to do this battery, and then I think I'm going to do some of the capacitive touch stuff. Love Gamers Nexus calling out all this shit. Well, it wasn't actual numbers, though. What do you mean it wasn't actual numbers? It was the actual numbers. It was the P82 testing. Psyop Fukuda into boxing. My dream came true. Hey, you might get what you want. Be careful, because then I'll end up in YouTube boxing, and then I'll end up being a problem. Because then I'm gonna go around and bother YouTubers and be like, fight me. You know, like every other YouTuber, instead of bothering a boxer and being like, fight me, I'm going to go bother another YouTuber who doesn't know how to fight and be like, fight me. I've been learning how to fight the past 2 years. Do you own a Steam Deck? How do the haptics compare? How stiff are the back buttons? Back buttons are not stiff at all. Haptics compare nicely to the DualSense, but they're not as strong as the DualSense. And I do not own a Steam Deck, so I can't test it on the Steam Deck. I wanted to get a Steam Deck before this controller, but it's too much money. I just don't have the money for it. I don't got the money to spend $400 or $500 on a deck, man. I spent $350 at the beginning of last year on a fucking new Xbox. And to me, that was like the best purchase of all human history. So I can't imagine how awesome a Steam Deck would be. I actually really want one still. All right. Touchpads. I don't think they got the true latency. It was just a relative chart via overall system latency or some shit. Who? Game Padla? I put that up with P82. That wasn't like that wasn't like the GPDL testing or anything like that. Could cop a Steam Deck for $300 low key. Really? When are they releasing the next Steam Deck though? It seems like with like oh, you're talking about Nexus. Yeah, Steam Deck 2.0 is cool. I'm 6969. Yeah, I thought you were talking about my game Padlet testing. I was about to be like, what do you mean, man? I don't know how Gamers Nexus's response time testing. I saw their intro or something, or I scrolled through it and I saw that they did response time testing. It looked like they did it some screen-based method. Surely someone over there could buy our man a Steam Deck. Nah, I need, you wanna know what I really fucking need to get myself is a laptop so I can start working in other places. I fucking could do that with a, no, I can't do that with a Steam Deck. I'm over here thinking up dumb ideas. I'll just use the Steam Deck to work. Yeah, using a screen. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I was terrified because that's how everyone does their fucking response time testing for like keyboards and mice and displays and shit with the screens and shit. So I was like, fuck me. He got me before I could do the response time testing with Prometheus 82. Which, who knows? Maybe the Prometheus 8... Oh, no. No, you slut, you slut, you slut. Well... Interesting screws there. I see loads of used handhelds for cheap. Just got a ROG Ally for $120 today. I saw a couple Steam Decks and Legion Go's for roughly $300, give or take. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that's baller. Their testing methodology is different, yeah. I wouldn't say it's not real numbers, just not the same as what the controller community uses. Exactly. I think that's probably a fair point. That's why like I said, I was so terrified, 'cause it's like, you know, Gamers Nexus has a team of people, a bunch of college educated motherfuckers. I went to 8th grade and I'm 23 years old and I'm poor. I cannot fucking keep up with these big YouTubers, man. I cannot. It is, it's rough out here. I'm trying. I got this fucking controller as fast as I possibly could, and I'm doing everything with it as fast as I possibly can. All right. Got ourselves one shot of the haptic motors we gotta get. I need a new lens, dude. My lens is so dusty. And it's like dust inside the lens, so I can't get rid of it. I can't fix it. I've tried taking the lens apart, but every time I try to take the lens apart, I just get more dust in there. Used to be in like a sealed room. We'll get a couple of shots of the TMR sticks. Yeah, hell yeah. Money shot, money shot. I mean, hey, I'd say you're my favorite when it comes to controller reviews. You're the most real. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I tried my best to be as real as possible with you guys because it's like, I look at it from your perspective. It's like I'm trying to spend my money, my hard-earned money, on something that's worth my time. I'm trying to spend as little money as possible on the best thing I could get. That's what I always look at it from. As little money as possible, best thing you could get for that money. Which is why I usually cover controllers under $100. It's rare for me to cover controllers over $100, and when I do, it's a lot harder for me to be nice to them, usually. Kuda, can you help me? I don't have a PC, and I have a Gamester Zenless Zone Zero, and I upgraded my firmware. Now my controller is completely bricked. Any way to help, please? That's a rough one. When you get bricked controllers or Gamester controllers from firmware updates, I think they're bricked. I don't want that to be the case. But if you don't have access to a PC or anything to update it, outside of like an Xbox, I'm not sure. Because I think with PC you might be able to do something with the firmware, but I don't know, man. Try resetting it. A lot of controllers have a reset hole in the bottom of them. You can try resetting it. Gamer heaven could never. Oh, hey, no talking shit, man. We're all cool here. I'm not trying to be fucking a diva. Okay, where are the... Oh, come on. The bumpers fell off, and now they don't want to go back on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Did you grow up with a PlayStation or an Xbox? I grew up with a PlayStation, and I'm so glad the Steam controller has symmetrical sticks. I grew up with both. I had a PlayStation 2, and I had an original Xbox. I didn't have an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One until I became 12. I think I got my Xbox One when I was 12, 11 or 12. And before that, I had just classic consoles. He broke it already? No, I did not. Don't even say anything like that. Shut the fuck up. I did not break it. Don't put that in the ether. What the fuck are you talking about? You're gonna get me killed out here, man. Because if I break this controller, I'm gonna die. Oh my fucking god, ribbon cables. It bent the ribbon cable so bad. See, this fucking guy talked about it. I broke it already, and I almost did. He's cooked, chat. Hey, damn it! I don't know how to contact GameSir support. You'll have to look it up on Google and see what their support email is and contact them there. Or contact them through the website if they got like a live service agent or something that can get connected to a real person. That'd be ideal. I think both of them go this direction. All right. We got a couple of shots, so we're going to start putting this back together. Touchpads are in position. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. This is going back together real solid already. The Epstein files. What the fuck? Why? We don't need to talk about the Epstein files, although they were definitely eating babies on that island. You guys remember that episode of Rick and Morty with that alien that eats babies? I'm an alien who eats babies, and I came here to eat babies. It's Jeffrey Epstein. Why do I look at controllers so much? Really, because I found something that works for me, and I enjoy it. Really, it's just something I'm good at. I mean, that's the fundamentals of it, really. I don't know what else to do. Which is another reason why I have such a hard time branching out. But I gotta branch out more. Got to branch out more. I have no option other than to do so. Branch out or rot. Speaking of aliens, did you see the newly released files? I saw something about it, but I haven't really looked much into it because everything the government talks about is a psyop. Don't listen to the government when they try to tell you the truth, kids. Even with the Epstein files, they were just trying to get people to lose their minds. So, I don't know. They didn't pay attention to the war they were about to commit. I don't fucking... Now, you know, every day I understand a little bit more why everyone can't stand our asses over here in America. Just a little bit more. I just learned just a little bit. I really, 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 really hope this controller works when I fucking plug it back in. I am so praying right now. More schizo. If you get a laptop, any interest in using Linux? Selfishly, as a Linux gamer, I'd like it if you did some compatibility testing in Linux in your reviews, but also just Google that stuff. I don't think I'm going to be doing Linux, unfortunately, because I have too much shit on Windows that won't work on Linux. I know it's the nerd platform, or like the nerd operating system, and it's better than Windows and all this other stuff, and it's not as spy-y as Windows, and I like that. Because Windows is always taking parameters and data from you and trying to fucking figure out what you're doing and where you're focusing your attention and how to optimize their operating system for fucking stealing your shit. Linux is getting better and better all the time. That's also another thing about Linux is I would consider it, especially seeing like Windows 11 is Windows 11 is malware. See, that's another reason I would consider Linux. Is if I wanted to move to a newer operating system that wasn't Windows 10, because I'm still in Windows 10. But if I wanted to move to Linux, I would need if I saw some rapid fucking evolution and a bunch of my stuff supported that I didn't have supported previously, sure, I'd probably give it a shot. Plus, it runs so much better. Windows runs like ass. Windows runs like ass. I hate Windows so much. No, 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 no. Where did it go? I am missing a screw. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I'm getting fucked up right now. Everything's failing. Oh, come on. All right, so status update. I am missing a screw for one of the touch pads, and it's a very important fucking screw. It stops the touchpad from being loose. Motherfucker. Oh. Whoops. Catchy OS is the way to go if you want mods. Oh, shit. You guys are on one of those custom operating systems. And unlike Windows, it actually improves instead of the opposite. You know, Windows is like... I love Windows so much because Microsoft tells their employees that they have to use a certain amount of AI when they're coding. So Windows ends up getting a bunch of fucking bugs that just make no sense to anybody but them. And they don't even make sense to the engineers. You want to know why? Because they didn't make the fucking bugs, the AI did. +1 for catchy OS. Yes. Might catch me on that shit, because I'm sick and tired of fucking Windows. I really am. And then they're like, oh, you got to update because you're fucking, we've ended support for Windows 10. And I'm like, guys, I'm not moving to Windows 11. You're not convincing me it's safer. All right. Now, son of a whore. Now, what we're going to do is, this is going to be jank and not a great idea. But I'm missing a screw from the touchpad. I can't find it. It's gone. I must have dropped it somewhere. So I'm going to put it back together without that single screw. It shouldn't be the end of the world. The touchpad might be a little wonky, but not very wonky to the point where it'll fuck up my aim. So as long as it's not that bad, I think I'm going to be okay. So now you guys are seeing the truth about how my teardowns usually go. There's usually missing screws and fucking jargon. Bunch of bullshit. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm confused. Oh, I'm a fucking Okay. Yes, okay. Alright. So now... Homie be like, screw the screw. I'll do it without it. Yes, sir. Fine. I'll do it myself. Putting back these tiny connectors into the motherboard before I screw it in, which is a dumb idea, but who cares? Where does this go? Oh. So the little ribbon goes here. Latches in here. Shove the controller back together. And then it's a million screws. Oh my god, dude. The interior... Even the interior... Dude, this controller smells so good. I have never smelled a nicer... It smells so nice. The controller smells nice. It feels nice. It runs nice. It's just such a treat. It's such a treat. Also forgot all these millions of screws and the triggers. So now I'm going to fold this back out just a bit so I can access all of this shit. And drop a screw in the slot. Round 2. Okay. Round 2 did not go successfully. That's not working. All right, round 3. Got it. Third time's a charm. Yeah, this was fun, guys. I've had a lot of fun today. I did not expect this to be as nearly as fucking interesting as it turned out to be. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I think I got this. I think I fully got this. My man, we're not in a hurry. Search for the screw. Dude, that screw is this. It's so small. I cannot fucking put that. I cannot find that screw. It's so tiny. All right, I'll let you in on a little thing. I am not looking for the screw because I lost a screw for my SSD yesterday and it fucking severely pissed me off and I am not trying to go back to that spot. It is not the most important screw. Go Harbor Freight tomorrow, $3 in magnetic parts holder. Yeah, you want to know what's crazy is I have a magnetic parts holder, but it has a bunch of ashes in it because I smoke. Don't do that. Bad for you. It's even funnier that the fucking metal thing, the metal magnetic bitch is sitting on my desk. Alrighty. Oh, wait, shit, there's the reset button. See, I knew this fucking controller had a reset button. All right. Can't smoke when you broke, am I right? That just means you need an ashtray for the screws. That is true. That is fucking true. See, you guys got it. I don't even need to be doing this reviewer shit. You guys got it all going on. Okay. These triggers are weird. What the fuck? I completely screwed up showing that to the audience. God damn it. I am not good at this fucking streaming shit. I really am not. So I'm moving the board out of the way, because the board's in the fucking way now that I have it partially installed. And then I gotta marry it with its spring. And then I have to lose the spring. See, now you guys get to fully experience. Like, my videos are all about good information, funny jokes, nice crisp shots. Now you guys get to see the truth. It's all just a bunch of chaos, just in disguise. It's just a really nice disguise. Round 3. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God, there's a magnet on the trigger and it fucking caught the goddamn spring. Okay. Finally got the trigger back together. No, I didn't. Okay. There we go. Whew. Watch, the missing screw is about to be under the magnet. No, watch, the fucking trigger is gonna fucking fail as soon as I fucking click it. Oh, come on. What the fuck? This is the dumbest trigger mechanism I've ever seen. It won't fucking go all the way in! Of course. Holy shit. Holy shit. 0 to cooked in 10. Oh my god. Guys, we were nearly fried there. I fixed the squeak on my triggers. I love that. I love that. I can't read, I can't write, but that don't really matter. 'Cause I'm a Bristol City fan, and I can drive a tractor. I wish we fucking had chants like they have over there across the waters. Americans do not give a single shit about where they're from or what they're doing. This bitch is fucking ridiculous, dude. You know how many fucking screws I have left? Oh my god, this is gonna be hell. Volkov won? Wait, who was Volkov fighting? Take apart a DS4 Xbox controllers quite a lot, and don't mind those. I'm not a fan of taking apart a DualSense. Yeah. Fucking DualSense is... He's on the mic live. I can't understand what he's saying. Yeah, because he's Volkov. That boy live. Keep up the work, fam. Thank you, thank you. We'll be sure to. This live stream has proven to me that I could actually do quite a bit of fucking shit. Like, I thought that there was no way I could do a teardown live or I could fucking do gaming live. I was like, there's just no way I'll be able to make that shit happen. I always fucking doubt myself. And proof once again. Shouldn't be doing that. Real deal lame shit, doubting yourself, Brev. He was fighting Acosta? He was fighting Acosta? That's fucking crazy. Okay. He was fighting Acosta. Yeah, he ate some bombs, but made it through. He needs to work at his boxing, moving the hands to block. Guys, don't stay afraid of low kicks forever. That's true. That's true. Man. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 3... 6. Where? Guys, we're going to have a lot of screws left over. And by a lot of screws, I mean like 3 or 4. I don't know where they go. I just lost him, man. I spent too much time. I should have just immediately got shots and fucking... Don't worry, I'm gonna test it on stream to make sure it still works and everything. And if anything fails, we're just gonna sit here and... Wait, weren't you missing screws earlier? Yes, I was. They were different screws, though. This is the most botched teardown I've ever done. There's a post here. There's a post there. Okay. Everything works. Is there a teardown guide out there yet? There will be. And guess what? When I fucking make a teardown guide, I'm gonna tell you guys not to do any of the shit I'm currently doing right now. It's only okay for me to do it because I'm the parent, okay? Mom ever tried to convince you of that shit? That never worked out well. Okay. Now, one more screw here. Note to self, get and use a magnetic strip if I ever open my Steam controller when it gets here. Yes, note to fucking self, absolutely do that. Because I have exposed myself for the flawed human being I am today. You guys want to know a dirty ass secret? Lots of my controllers have screws left over when I do my teardowns. I just put the screws in a pile. And be like, if I can fucking use it later, I could use it later. But keep in mind, if you're gonna do testing of the controller, test it before you tear it down. I did all the testing for this before I took it apart. Testing might change the parameters of the controller, which means the testing will be different. All right. Now, to connect the battery. Oh, it works. It immediately turned on. Oh. I might have fucked it up. That moment of relief. So guys, turns out I need that screw. Which I can actually, now looking back at it, I can get it in right here. It's gonna be insanely difficult too, but I need that screw. Because the trackpad, so the trackpad is raising up. You can see it a little bit in there. You can't really see it that much. But the trackpad, whenever I press on it, it raises up. It's not perfectly flush. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Her little creak. I need that screw. The trackpad isn't sitting right inside of the shell, and it's causing a vibration whenever I use it. And it's really fucking annoying. It's very loud. It's not gonna be able to eat something I can just like hide for my review. I can't do that. So I need a screw. Shit. It's not on. It's under your chair, trust. Good news is the screw isn't far. Good news is the screw isn't far, wherever the fuck it is. But, shit. I don't know. It's too late. Maybe. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. So magically, I have mysteriously gotten a Play-Doh thing full of screws. Now I just need to search through this and find one that works. Holy shit, this is going to be impossible. This is going to actually be impossible. I need that screw, though. That's like a really important... I need that fucking screw. Knight Rider, you got it? No. There's just so many. Oh, thank you. Yeah. All right. So we've mysteriously gotten a bowl. Bro, get on that floor. Yeah, give me a minute. I might actually have to. No, I do not. Because I'm pretty sure this Phillips head right here will work. Bam. Yeah, this is a big mishap on my end. I really should have fucking... There was a fucking magnet upstairs I could have used. His name is Kit. Get your nerd credentials on point. You're right. My bad. My bad. How dare I disrespect the Knight Industries 2000. Check the outside of that magnetic bowl. Oh, I already did that one. Oh, shit. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. Okay. Thank you. Oh, shit. Why are these screws spinning? Valve, I'm gonna be pissed at you if you fucking did this to me. There's no way you did this to me. I might have just really fucked up here. Please tell me that's just... Oh, wait, that's too small! Fucking dumbass. I thought I stripped every single screw in this controller, dude. I was using the fucking screw, or the head that was too small, so it was just spinning in there. It's such a fucking... I've exposed myself as a true moron this fucking live stream.
right. Now, dude, this controller smells so nice. I was about to link the iFixit guide. You would have been a fucking G. We're about to be done with this, and then I'm about to test this controller out. See, watch. All I have to do is place the battery back. I don't know what's wrong with it. Huh. Nice 3D printer printed, or can you buy somewhere the PS2 cover? Buy a busted PS2 fat and then build your own GPU cover. Language, Donovan, Sienna said no cussing. I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of a predicament. The controller doesn't work right. I would be more... The touchpads don't work. The left one works. Oh no. I think everything has to come back out. But why? But why, man? Is whatever you're playing through Steam, most of it.
Here, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to try to... Oh, they're both working again. They're both working again. Okay. Okay. The controller works. The controller works. It's a bit loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That sounds terrible. I have to turn the haptics down because this is... I've done something to the haptics, but the controller works. It's a good thing I got a lot of this fucking review shit before I fucking took this apart, because it's not the same anymore. I suppose my methods work, I guess. All right. Turn this off. Time to get this screwed back in. Okay. So we got the battery back in. I need to add 2 more screws. And the battery's good. Yep, and then we're solid. Alrighty, let's... Yes. Ah, shit. The track pads are fucked up. I have to take it apart again. The track pads are really fucked up. I don't know what's wrong with them. That right trackpad just don't sound right. Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to do it off stream. I'm just going to take my time. Steam Deck trackpads are notoriously never the same after removal from the shell. I am not surprised. Yeah, man, that makes me really sad because it's like they tick now. And the right one likes to do the click all the time. I just thought this would be a simple repairable controller so I could take it apart, but it has more screws than any controller I think I've ever taken apart, dude. And it's not easy. The triggers go together by a tensioned mechanism that's very rudimentary. So it's very easy to fuck up and not get right when you put it back together. It's really easy to make you think that you have gotten it right too, because you can't see where it locks into place. So I pressed the trigger and it fell apart one time. Did you get that iFixit link? I didn't, but I'll go check out the iFixit guide afterwards. Something's going on outside. It must be a bug. I gotta go piss so bad, and I gotta figure this out. I'm gonna go try to fucking get this figured out, guys. New controller money. Thank you, Mr. Sparkman 1006. You guys are, I really do appreciate it. Oh, God. I really need this controller to be fine. I really, really do. I have a lot to do with it. Joshua is fighting Tyra. Nice. Yeah, it's going to come back apart, and then I'm going to fucking figure it out. I think I'm about to end this stream. It's 11:20 p.m. for me. I really don't want to end the stream, though. It's been going for a minute. I've been fucking happy with it. But my bladder's full. I got to eat something. And I got to take this controller apart and figure this out off stream. But it's nice that I got to do the teardown on stream. Let that magnet sweep up your floor. Got a magnet. The magnet won't help, though, because I don't think it's the screw. I think something's just not sitting right. I don't know what it is, man. Go pee or else you'll end up with kidney stones. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Oh, man. It's just... I'll be back. Actually, no. I gotta end this stream and figure this out on my own. I fucked up. I fucked up bad. I really hope this is still okay for this video. I'm really banking on it being alright. I mean, it's not like we can buy one right now anyways. That's true, but man. I've just been overworked, man. I gotta go. I gotta take a break. I haven't taken a break in days. I'm gonna go chill for a minute. I love you guys.